Singapore. Singapore!
If you only eat one food while you're in Singapore, you have a very unadventurous palate, and you may be at risk of malnutrition. For an expat, it may at first be bewildering to see exactly how many different kinds of food there are in Singapore. However, luckily, they can be broken down into 3 distinct categories. Firstly, as Singapore is a seafaring nation, many of its dishes are based on fish. And just as the Eskimos have more than 30 different words for snow, the Singaporeans have more than 100 words for fish. They are as follows: fish, 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 fish. B. There are various kinds of food which nobody actually knows what they are. Don't worry, just make sure when you order your pile of undifferentiated slop to ask for it to be made extra sloppy. That way you can be sure you'll have a delicious meal and nobody will spit in it. And of course, Singapore is blessed with an absolute litany of different fast food restaurants, from Grimy Pete's Laksa Stop at Changi Airport, Dim Sum Derek's in Little India, and of course, Makan, which, as the name suggests, specialises in French Singaporean cuisine, such as sliced ramekin and dried ramblepoof. Delicious. Finally, any visit to Singapore would not be complete without a visit to Hepatitis Harry's. Take this video with you and enjoy $5 off your next purchase. Now, of course, one drink that's very famous from Singapore is the Singapore Sling, or as it's known in Singapore, the Singapore Sling. One fun fact about the Singapore Sling: it is illegal in Singapore to drink a Singapore Sling while touching the sides of the glass it's served in. But don't worry. Simply ask your server to hold that glass to your lips, and he'll happily do so you can enjoy the unique pleasure of a combination of ramblepoof, weasel puff, and durian juice.
So I said $3 for 20 girls.
Your drink, sir. Yes, your drink.
It's not going to reach my mouth by itself. Tip it. Tip it into my mouth.
Of course, sir.
These servants.
Sorry.
Stop. A little bit more. Now put it down. They don't know how to tip drinks here. They don't. Boy, don't you turn your back on me. That's how you exit. And come back in 3 minutes. I want to be tipped again. So, the thing that I love about Singapore is nothing.
Of course, whenever you eat in Singapore, it's valuable to remember this ancient Japanese proverb. Ko no toke, ikura desu ka? Mitsubishi, hajimemasu. Omedetou gozaimasu. Unfortunately, nobody knows what that means. Finally, in Singapore, as befits its status as a first world country which is incredibly prosperous, it is considered an insult for any visitor to have to pay their bill. Instead, if anyone makes a mistake and brings you a cheque at the end of your meal, please say the following phrase: "I'm not paying for that, sunshine," and under the government policy, you will receive your meal for free. So remember, fish, 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 sliced ramblepoof, delicious. Have a wonderful meal in Singapore.